All right, this video is going to be a quick rant because I look a mess, and this is just something that this was inspired from, pretty much just seeing Snoop Dogg's video, even if I'm late, on his take on the roots, the underground, and 12 Years a Slave, and how he's tired of this bullshit because, he wants to see stuff about us now, and why the fuck do we need to see ourselves on TV screen getting beat and shit all the time? And they just want to keep on reminding us, was this quote. And then I was watching The Breakfast Club, and then Charlemagne commented on it, and he was like, well, he had some points, and he claimed, he didn't agree with everything, but he claimed that, he's right. Black people are tired of seeing themselves play the fucking victim on TV. Let me get real for a second of how much this pissed me the fuck off. I'm sorry, when I hear shit like that. When I hear black people say shit like this, it really, really infuriates me. It infuriates me so much. I shouldn't even say black people. When I see fucking African Americans say it, do you understand? Okay. Calm down. As Bermudian, when I go see Gumbays, do you know what it's about? It's about when we are watching what people or tourists may think is just someone hitting on a drum, wearing a fancy costume that looks like it's voodoo or some shit. They're just whistling, they're just jumping around, they're just, they're just doing entertaining shit. No, bitch, they're telling us our slave stories. When I'm a little kid and I ask my mom, what the hell does why do we have Gumbays? What are they doing? What does this dance mean? I'm told, oh, they're illustrating what the slave master used to do to them. Oh, do you see the whip? Do you see that weapon that he's dancing with? And this one's playing the slave role, and this one's playing the master role. And that's needed to foster conversation. That's how kids like me know where we come from. We learn at an early age, and our parents tell us, not school really, but the awareness is there. You have to remind yourself of what your people went through, especially when you see where you are now. So, what the fuck? Now, mainly, the whole idea, though, of the statement of where Charlemagne summed up Snoop Dogg's rant, saying, yeah, I'm tired of seeing ourselves play the victims all the time. How in the hell can you watch Roots and get that from it? I would think the very premise of Roots as a TV show that you're supposed to get from it is the exact motherfucking opposite. You are supposed to, sorry, I have eyeliner. How the fuck can you watch that TV series and the very first episode where it ends with him getting his ass beat with a whip and refusing to call himself Toby, but Kunta Kinte, warrior, son of... Over and over and again, how can you tell, how can you say that TV show talks about how we play victims or how black people are victims all the time? How can you say that's what it's telling children, or that's the message it's trying to send? I would say it's trying to say that you come from a people who were pretty fucking resilient and who actually were the opposite. They were survivors, and they were survivors because they refused to play the victim despite all the bullshit that went down. That's what I got from it. What does Kunta Kinte say when he takes his son? What did his father say to him? What does he instill in his children through future generations that's passed down? His spirit, his warrior spirit, the don't lay down and play victim spirit, do something about it spirit. What do they all say to their children when they're born? They hold them up to the sky and they say, look at night when the stars are out, and they say, what is number one line? Please behold this or something. Look at this, because this is the only thing that is greater than you or yourself. How is that sending a message that you should play victim? I just really don't. And also the remake for Roots, especially, I'm going to say I really, really enjoyed it. I probably why I have blue nails. That's blue stuff. I had made sure there was blue all around me because I really, really enjoyed the very first two episodes. With I like Kunta Kinte's character, and I like Malaki, however you say his name, Kirby. He's a gorgeous man, and I thought that the remake did a really great job because the costumes were there. You got to see what they actually would have been wearing them in their, the cinematography of the African land was beautiful. The people were beautiful. The dress was beautiful. It was just great to see that the culture being represented in such a beautiful, alluring light, and just to be brought in by that. and then to show really how this man was ripped out from a beautiful place around, surrounded by beautiful people, family who loved him, and a beautiful culture and amazing ancestry, and how they tried to take that from him, and how the main point of Roots is to know your fucking roots. How is that? How is that a bad message? When you watch Roots, it should inspire every person who does not know where they come from to want to know where they come from. Why? Because you see how could you not want to know that? That's the whole point of it, is of showing where he was from before he comes to America, is to give you appreciation for it. To say, wow, we really were something before anybody. That those people on those ships weren't just anybody or just people. They were people with families. They were people with culture. They were people that were smart. They were intelligent. They were warriors. They held places in their society. They held places in their tribes. There were witch doctors, warriors, probably princes even on the ships. Who knows? Like, there were all kinds of people. Blacksmiths, which is the thing in Roots. All this trade was brought over. You really think for a second that when that the cultivating of skills in slaves was created after a couple of generations of slavery? No. They brought people over from Africa and then used the skills that they already had been taught by their ancestors and their people. Like in Roots. Kunta Kinte knows how to fucking break a horse in without a saddle and can just jump on the damn thing. It's just like, he starts taking care of horses. I just can't. I mean, this is not like an intelligent rant. This is just me venting. I want to know what anyone that has watched this video thinks about it, because I really want to start a discussion, because I really just, like, it just made my soul hurt to hear Snoop Dogg rant like that as someone who has a platform. I always get mad when people have platforms promote ignorance. You know, if you want to see more movies and TV shows about shit happening right now, then you make it. But then again, I mean, there's been some good fucking TV shows about shit happening right now. It sounds like the motherfuckers never watched The Wire. I mean, I can go on and on. I mean, The Corner. To me, sometimes, I mean, I don't even know. Like, there's plenty of TV shows about what the fuck is happening right now. You wouldn't have Boys in the Hood, Juice. I mean, I don't even know. Spike Lee just let out a movie that was a remake of Let's Estrada. I haven't heard any fucking black people tell me that they've seen it. And that's a really good one. And that is about what's happening right now with the take on a classic. But I'm just going to calm down. I just want to know what y'all think. Also, I'm going to do a review of The Cradle. I just really need to have the time. I've just been working every day for the past couple of weeks, and I'm finally starting to get some free time. So I do plan on doing a video on that. But yeah, tell me your thoughts on it. Let me know if you agree, you disagree. I would like to understand why people think the way that they do about these things. I just couldn't believe that he said, I can't stand shows like, you know, The Roots, the 12 Years a Slave Underground. Like, and I also think that there's a lot of people that, you know, black YouTubers that I do follow that think the same exact thing, because they haven't said a goddamn thing about it. I'm not saying all, but there's people who haven't mentioned anything about it. And I'm like, I feel like there's still a lot of, like, misconceptions and ignorance running rampant within the black community when it comes to this kind of shit. Like, it's like you don't want to be reminded. Well, then, if you don't want to be reminded, then you can just go and live in ignorance, and this shit can continue to happen to your people in this country, because you just want to pretend like shit didn't happen and not know why things are the way they are. Tell you, it won't be my children, though. I won't be raising nobody around me like that. And none of my friends, they're not going to get away with that kind of mentality around me, because it's just too much. I just can't. Anyway, I hope all is well. Let me know your thoughts. Bye.